Hi Internet, this is a vlog, and this is a spot. And we're off to a great start. Hi, I'm camera's up there. Hi, I have no idea what I'm doing. I can hear myself with a slight delay, and that's really off-putting. I'm turning that off. There we go. Hi, I'm Peter Shillito. You may know me from... No, that's a really bad idea. I'm Peter Shillito. I am making vlogs for now to talk about stuff and practice for my radio show. Because, you know, having a radio show makes perfect sense. So, I'm Peter the Shillito. Middle name it just kind of happened. Or it could just be my Twitter name. That's the phone in the background. I'm ignoring that. I am a web developer, train station enthusiast, and radio presenter. Less of the first one, probably, although that is like my Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job. But that's job. Alright, so Q&A to start off with. 1. What do I code in? It's PHP, deal with it. 2. What's with the train stations? I go to train stations by train, has to be by train, take a picture of myself at the sign, the big sign, not like a platform sign. If there's a big sign like at the roadside or something like that, take a picture of myself with it, and then get on the next train out of there. Why not? It's like the station equivalent of train spotting, I guess. Station spotting, something like that. It's something to do. Meet people, that works. I've seen all kinds of people. Some I don't want to meet, some I do want to meet. Bit of everything. Got a couple hundred stations, nearly 200 probably. Got all of the ones in the Cheshire Day Ranger area, all of the ones in the Merseyrail Save Away ticket, except the ones that are not in the Merseyrail area, except Mel's Cop and a couple of others, I think, ish. But it's something to do. It's expensive, but it's more interesting, so get to see new places. I like that. I just like travelling by train, let's be honest. Number 3. What's this radio thing? I am the host of anime music radio show Nekodesu, or Nekodes, Japanese for the cat, on the radio station called The Cat. So it's The Cat, or Nekodes the Cat, or The Cat Nekodes, I don't know. It's every Saturday night, 9 PM to 11 PM. This is an advert, it doesn't need to be. If you're here, you probably already know about it. So, but for those of you who don't, because it could happen one day, probably, maybe, then it's 9 to 11 UK time on thisisthecat.com. If you go to nekodesu.co.uk, I might have a link sort of like there. Down a bit. Up. There. There. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Then that's all the information. So anyway, I have hay fever, by the way, so that's what yeah. So, anime. That's a thing. I like anime. That's one of the interests I have. I should probably explain what my radio show is, actually. Let's go back to that. Anime radio show is anime music, because it's radio, you can't really show anime on the radio. We're doing this again, but you know. It's anime music, and with me. That's why the slogan is anime music with a human presenter. Because that's a thing. That's the slogan of my show, and kind of the point. Because that is something I've been doing for like 3 or 4 years, probably. Must be getting to 4 years now, and I'm still doing it. Listeners are going through the roof, and it's crazy. And that's a thing that's happening. Nothing really else to say. I ramble a lot. I do that. It's kind of the point of the show, I guess, because you can get anime music pretty much anywhere. So listen to my show if you want to hear me ramble about anime, as well as listening to music. Lots of people phone in. Well, say lots. Comparatively lots. But when you think about it, let's say Radio 2, no, it's not Terry Wogan, it's Chris Evans. He gets like 5 million people, and of those 5 million people, there could be like, I'm gonna say like 500,000 might contact in. Maybe even less than that, actually. But it's like a percentage, and of my listeners, a percentage that could be similar, could be more, could be less, will phone in. And so, I don't know where I'm going with this. Maybe a high percentage of people contact into the show, and there may be a percentage that don't. I don't actually know the exact listener figures because I don't have the password to that anymore. So, but I do get a fair few listeners, which is nice, and I'm pretty sure all of them are cool people, because most of them are on Twitter, and I'll chat with most of them off the air anyway, and you're probably one of them at this point. So I need to stop scratching my nose because hay fever, but you know. Anyway, that's the radio thing. Check it out, nekodesk.co.uk. Anyway, rambles, vlogging and stuff. I'm not doing the whole like jump cuts everywhere because that's silly. Anime. I watch a lot of anime. I am watching... how many am I watching this season? Let's move along. Currently watching I My Me, Aikatsu, Bakumatsu Rock, Gekon Shoujo, Nozoki-kun, Hana Yamata, Jinsei, Lokadol, Love Stage, Persona 4 The Golden Animation, Pre-Class, Sailor Moon Crystal, Space Dandy Season 2. I'm also starting to watch Kuroko's Basketball, or Kuroko no Basket. I'm also I think that's everything current. I'm rewatching some stuff, like Kinyu Mosaic. I'm rewatching that at some point soon. Yeah, I'm watching a lot of shows. Earlier I was watching the latest episode of Aikatsu. It's like episode 98 now. And at episode either 100 or 101, they're going on to the third season, which is going to be awkward because it seems they're doing a major character change, and I don't like that because I'm worried that my favourite character is going to be removed, which is Yurika, the vampire girl, who is the best. I'm not doing a waifu joke, it's too soon. But yeah, that's going to be super awkward. However, I do have hope. One of the new characters that they're introducing has the clothing brand Lolly Gothic, which is the same clothing brand as Yurika, because the whole Gothic thing. So I'm hoping that she may appear as like a mentor or something, because I know Ichigo, who's been in all 98 episodes so far, is going to be mentor for the 3 new characters, but I'm hoping Yurika will come in as well, because Lolly Gothic. So yeah, that's I don't really want to explain Aikatsu because you just looked that up, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm not a target audience, and I have like far too much merchandise. I got bought the cereal. It's so sugary I can't even, and it's, yeah, it comes with the cards though. It's like, I'm pointing with my mouse, it's like up here somewhere. And I have a lot of CDs like over there somewhere. I've spent a lot of money on Aikatsu. But now it's available to watch legally, so I should probably try and do that at some point and like rewatch the original episodes. Problem is, the original episodes have really awful CGI for the dance sequences, Well, it's not horrendous. It's not unwatchable, but it's not great. It's worse than season 1 Love Live, which it was pretty janky. So then season 2 happened, like around episode 50, 51 of Aikatsu. Suddenly they've like pumped lots of money into the CGI engine, and suddenly it looks amazing, and it still looks amazing now. And it's really good. Like in the games, they look sort of like I can't pull them off the wall. I have a calendar like over here. Can I rotate my computer? Aikatsu calendar over there, and it looks okay. But this from the arcade game, so it looks kind of rubbish. It's a shame they didn't use it from the anime, because it looks loads better. What else? I've been watching shows that I wasn't like particularly planning on watching originally, namely Bakumatsu Rock, Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, Kurokuro Basket, and Love Stage are ones that I wasn't particularly planning on watching, and then I got told to by my girlfriend, so that happened, and I know not to doubt her again, because they're really good shows. Like Bakumatsu Rock has confused me a few times because they use the same character names as Gintama, which is super confusing. And I'm like, oh, I recognise that name, and then I hear that name and I'm thinking, oh, are they talking about? No, that's Gintama. That's not Bakumatsu Rock, and I don't know. Maybe they'll do a crossover. That would be really confusing. But you got the 3 main guys, which are Katsura, Shindy, and the other guy. I don't know that guy's name, because Katsura and Shindy are like the only ones worth talking about, really. That might get me in trouble. But it's pretty cool. It's got like the whole it's sort of the future past thing, not X-Men, as in like you go so far into the future and it becomes the past again, but with some future elements. So it's like medieval Japan, but they have TVs and radios, and in this case idol concerts. It's a very strange concept, but it's very similar to Gintama, but then Gintama explained it away because aliens happened. I think that was their whole explanation for, oh hey, we've got like all this technology that we shouldn't totally have, but aliens are out, so that's why. A bit of a cop-out, but then it's Gintama. Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun is actually, like, a lot of people are saying is really good anyway, who wouldn't normally watch, like, it's a shoujo show, I guess, but it's, I think there's enough there to sort of, it kind of ignores the whole shoujo element and says, right, we're actually this, but also we're a shoujo as well. It's very funny. All the characters are really cool. Kashima is pretty good. I really like that character. In terms of actual characterization and how crazy things get and that sort of thing. But anyway, that's another one I got told to watch. I've only really like an episode or two into Kuroko no Basket because I keep putting it off because I don't know, I couldn't really get into like the first couple of episodes, but I think I could if I kept watching. I don't know. So I don't really have much to say about that one. Love Stage. This is the awkward one because it is like completely something different to what I'd normally watch, and I've just noticed that when I talk like this, the volume notifier sounds like it's not picking me up at all, so I'm gonna double check. No, you can hear me, that's fine. So Love Stage is a thing, and it's BL, or Boys Love, or to put it in simpler terms, it's gay. which I'm totally fine with, by the way. That's just me being silly. But yeah, it's kind of it's very funny. It's actually really good. I never normally watch that sort of thing, and then I got to say, you need to watch Love Stage. And I was like, fine, I guess. And I'm still watching it. It's at episode 9 or 10 or something. Well, I've got 9 in that folder, but there might be one in another folder, so you can't see that. I'm just letting you know what my folder structure is. I haven't organised lately. But it's really good. It's the characters are adorable, and Izumi is my husbando? Yeah, that's probably the equivalent of waifu. Yeah, that works. Yeah, Izumi is the most adorable guy I've seen in anime. What about that guy in Chubra? I don't know. He was pretty funny as well. No, definitely Izumi from Love Stage. Better. I can't really explain it, really. It's just guy, as a kid, was forced to dress up like a girl, got seen by another guy. Guy couldn't think about him. Guy kept thinking about him ever since. They meet again, a million years, 10 years later, and the guy fancies the guy that previously dressed as a girl, discovers it's a guy, tries to get over that fact, gets over that fact, and then guy who previously dressed as a girl tries to get over the similar fact and get over the fact that they're both guys or something like that. It's only 9 episodes in, so I don't know how long it's going for, but it's funny as well. It's still a comedy, and it's this weird thing where when something funny happens or something, these sort of two cat characters just turn up out of nowhere and hold up signs and the stuff, giving reactions. And that's me holding a sign, by the way. And I don't know what that is. It reminds me a lot of in Gekkan Shoujo Nosuke-kun, the manga author was forced to put raccoons in his manga because the editor liked them. And Love Stage just throws these cat characters holding up signs and stuff to... I don't know, it just seems really out of place, and I'm not really fond of them, but there's probably a reason for it. I don't know. I mean, I've not seen the original manga, so it might make more sense in there, or might be explained, whereas in the anime they're just there. I don't know. It's a good show. So they're the ones I got forced to watch. Not forced, I'm still watching them. So, other things I am watching. Hana Yamata. That's very good. Very, very good. Fantastic music. I played the opening theme on my show a few weeks ago, and I've been playing it a lot on my MP3 player recently as well. And it's... not a lot happens in it. It's one of those sort of... I'm not going to call it slice of life because that's lazy. It's... just stuff happens comedy. There we go. But it's all based around the whole Yosakoi dancing. Yosakoi. It's either A or O. One of the two. And people say, girl wants to set up a club, nobody else really cares, then one person sort of shows a bit of interest, and then things escalate, hilarity ensues, it's a comedy. I'm not going to go for everything I watch, just watch Hana Yamata, watch Jinsei, watch Gekkan Shoujo Nosuke-kun, and watch Love Stage. Alright, here's one for you. Sailor Moon Crystal. I'm really enjoying that, and that seems to be because I've not watched the originals, it would seem, because people really like the originals, and then said Sailor Moon Crystal ruins it, or something. And then some people say because Cinnamon Crystal is closer to the original, it's better, and I don't know. Also, people need to stop complaining about the animation. It's not that bad. It's not Persona 4 Gold, the animation. That is bad. Also, Space Dandy Season 2 is amazing. Like, the first season was good. It's pretty good. There weren't any episodes that really stand out. Season 2, there was like a few really, really good episodes that were just proper stand out, and the music's really good to the point where they're actually bringing out a 2-disc soundtrack soon for Season 2 when they released a 1-disc soundtrack for Season 1, so that's pretty crazy. I'm not even sure how they're getting 2 CDs of soundtrack out of that, but I think about it. Well, I'm not complaining. If it's vocal tracks that they use in the show, I'll play them on my show. What else is going on apart from anime? It'd probably help if I made some notes or something. There's not really much else going on anime. Saving up for Japan. I'm saving up. I've got some money saved now. It's more than it was a while ago. It's probably... I'm going to say a third of the way. No, I'm going to say a quarter of the way. Hang on, I'm going to have to calculate this. Calculator. Yeah, a quarter of the way there. I'm not going into exact amounts because but yeah, it's a quarter of the amount I ideally want when I go to Japan next year. I've also decided that if I'm not going next year, then I'm giving up, because I've tried to go multiple times, and the way things are going, things keep happening that mean I can't go, and it's really off-putting. So I'm going next year, and if I don't, I'm not going, and I'm going to give up, because fuck it. So it's probably a bit of a defeatist way to look at it, but fuck it. Also, I can't swear on the radio, so I'm just letting it all out now. I'm usually pretty good. I might censor these. There's nothing really else to say. I might do something else tomorrow. I might think of something else. I've gone through the anime I'm watching. I might talk a bit more about trains and stuff tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that. Tomorrow I'll talk about trains. Ta-da! I'll also let you know how I'm doing about this. But this thing is mirrored, like moving hand to the right. Oh, it's moving to the left. That's really off-putting. So if I move like... Oh, no. It's like a crane machine in like the arcade. It's like... No idea. I'll see you all tomorrow.